I like when they do things that are too obvious. It kind of anchors me to just kind of reconnect with reality. Not even reconnect, but it just gives you an example of the exaggeration, not even exaggeration, the level of manipulation that sometimes is just too much. You see two pictures there. You see one where there's like a little kid over there, and the other one where there's like a black thing. Like, can't even tell what it is. And both of those, I was forced to get sexual stimulation by this technology that manipulates you. Now, these people who are involved in the program that does these things want you to think that you're not being manipulated. First of all, they have you have this degrading experience toward children. They can create in every level, gauge it however they want. They can make it intense. They make it a little bit like you can just kind of deal with it. This others is just too much. Is it not too long ago there was like a little girl that was like 6-year-old. They kind of minimized it. I was like, for a second I looked at her. I was like, I'm not feeling the nasty manipulation they forced me to have, or I'm barely feeling it. And it's like they were gauging what, and I know, even if they minimize it, I know it's them. It's like they can crank it up however they want, but sometimes it's so extreme that sometimes it's not even it can be an object that they want you to have experiences, stimulation toward, and they want you to identify with this. All of it. Now for me, I'm like, if you can make me have sexual stimulation in every level and however you want it, does it not validate me that you control my libido? It's clear that you're not manning, or whatever. You are making me experience what you want me to experience. If you want me to have sexual stimulation, you will have it. You'll make me have it. If you want me to have intense ones, you make me have intense ones. You want to have a little something that can feel a little weird, you will do it. If you want, it's really, I know my brain is for them to control. They actually gave me all kind of extreme in a few hours. An extreme toward this black object thing over there, then stimulation almost the same level to the little baby there, and then I saw this kid over there, and they kind of minimized that level. The kid I could clearly see, they kind of lowered the level, and it's like, damn, just playing with my feelings and my experiences the way they wanted to, but giving me the validation I need to. If you can have me have sexual stimulation on anything you want, and that's an example of it, that means you can have me have experiences toward these babies. You validating me by showing how extreme of manipulation you can make me have, and make me have them. And the reason why they make me have this stimulation is like, because like, oh, maybe it's a kid there. That's how intense it was. So you can only imagine when there's an actual child what they would do. Actually, it's funny, when there was actually a child there, the older kid over there, that you can clearly see, they actually did lowered it. And that's why I know, it's like, oh, they're playing with my brain to that level. And in my brain, they're like, oh, do you feel a little bit? It's like, because you control the little bit of the lot to what, from the black thing over there to this child, whatever intensity that you want me to have, it's going to be up to you. But you just validating me that you control me in this level. You can make me have this stimulation toward this black thing over there. Make me think, oh, the black blur there is a child. That's what I get. They make me have sexual stimulation. Make me have the same sexual stimulation toward the back of this little kid being held, the back of the head of this baby, or this child, but you can minimize the level of intensity you want it. Almost something that almost felt nothing there. Like, just like they wanted to just like turn it down, but give me maybe a little weird, but that's really, if that's the things that were making me feel, I think I'll be okay. Could deal with it. That's the kind of like, okay, I just feel a weird thing in my brain, but it's not nothing intense. It's nothing that just really is stimulating. Just a weird look, just looked. It's like this. And it's funny, actually, when they try to make me subscribe to the other ones, like, oh, but you see that that's something, that little something's like, what? well, you stimulating me toward this black blur over there. It's something, right? So that means you can control me to have sexual stimulation however the way you want me to. You just didn't make it that intense when I saw this child. I know what you guys do. I was almost shocked. I was like, I was expecting to get the manipulation, and I'm looking at him like, I'm not feeling the. I'm like, it's been so long since I've been able to look at a child without getting this nasty manipulation they forced me to have. I'm like, I'm almost normal here. I do feel a little thing, but it's not the extreme that this like degrading is. I feel a weird. I don't know if it's not stimulation, but just a weird sensation, but not really stimulating sexually. But that is definitely something I can deal with. I almost like looked. I was like, wait, I'm not being manipulated, or whatever manipulation is just so minimal that I can deal with this. Versus the other intense where they stimulate me. And it's funny, they're like, oh buddy, see that little something, that's what. Well, it's like, shut up, you are here forcing me to get sexual stimulation to this black little object over there. Of course you can. The way they want me to have these warped ways of thinking is almost comical. You don't even know what you should laugh, be frustrated. It's like you become mentally retarded. The rationality would be, well, if you are here forcing me to get sexual stimulation on even the object over there, does it not mean that you can make me have sexual stimulation whenever you want it? And they were trying to gaslight me, saying like, well, if that was you almost normal, or you normal. It's like, no. But and there's talk about the older kid over there, and it's like, no, it's just not intense. It's just some little light, weird, like feeling, brain chemical, like it's just really just almost something that it's like, yeah, but that's what we used to see before we manipulate you. It's like, let's shut up. You are here doing these things to this black object over there. So it's clear that at that point, you decide how you want me to experience whatever I want you want me to experience. And that's proof that you're just manipulating my libido. These people still want me to think that they're just monitoring, mapping after forcing me to get sexual stimulation toward the black blur over there. And it's wanting me to start rationalizing like a retard. And I'm sorry to use that word, but I don't know what the word is. Mentally retardation. Like non-critical. It's not even critically thinking. They just made me have sexual stimulation. Intense one, by the way. Intense one. Toward the black little thing over there. Then do the same thing toward the actual child over there. The little black girl. Then they just like, it just almost like, almost nothing there when us. Within an hour. And they're like, yeah, my ass is. It was like, you stimulate me to a black object that's blur. I will never let you leave your disturbing retardation of logic. You are here rewiring my brain, manipulating me according to what you want me to experience. And then you have the audacity to try to make me analyzing people who literally can manipulate your libido in that level. They have no shame. Tell your individuals stay strong. See this trash for what they are. And then as I'm making this image there, this slowly start increasing more and more toward the older kid that's like 6-ish. Like I said, they can just gauge or choose or crank up whatever they want whenever they. And as I'm seeing, and they're like, oh, you see that's it's like, yes, now it's cranked up. They control the level of manipulation they want me to have. And now, what was just very low, almost like normal, now it's back to increase it and start stimulating me. It's like they wanted to slowly kind of increase it. But you see, from this little red thing, that circle stimulate me intensely, where they just cranked it up. Same for the little girl over there. The older one, the 6-year-old, just slowly just increasing it, and just giving a feeling, just control this degradation, but making it too obvious too. Because when you stimulate me toward this circle black thing, what can you not do? Like this, and to try to make me subscribe to this manipulation. What some of the things they do, like just what just happened, is they start making me have this forced sexual stimulation that are the same that they do toward these children, and we call it matching. For example, they just did that to a good-looking woman, as a good-looking woman who's maybe like in her 20s, and they try to negate that to make me subscribe. You see, this is the same experience that you're having toward these kids and this weird red object. They have no shame. And then right now they try to create mental battles with the things they put together in this stupidity, as they just stimulate me toward a black red thing over there. There's people in the hallways making noise campaign to try to gaslight me. This is the level of absurdity and comicalness. They're trying to make me subscribe to this. These clowns are low-life retards. Stay strong.